So today I stayed right back there in that what's called the greenhouse bed and breakfast. I stayed with Mark and Gia, and it was really kind of cool. It's a neat farmhouse and a very old home that they've turned into a bed and breakfast, and it's really cool inside. And Gia got up early in the morning and fixed me a really nice breakfast, scrambled eggs and pancakes. And then I got to talk with them and talked with Mark, and we found out that we were born one day apart. So that's quite a coincidence. Also, he keeps bees and has a whole bunch of hives, and we've had bees at our house before. Nate's kept them, and so it was kind of interesting to learn some of the techniques he has. I think he talked about he gets about 1,000 pounds some years of honey. So yeah, so right now I'm heading towards Rensselear, Indiana. So I'll move from Illinois into Indiana, and it's a pretty day. It looks like right now I have a side wind, which is okay. So hopefully it turns out to be a good day, and then it'll be a rest day. So I won't post a video for a couple days after this one. I also figured out I need to get my bike fixed. The rear tire back here, hopefully I'm showing that correctly, is running. It's starting to wear out, and so I need to get it replaced. Called ahead, and we'll get that done in Erie, Pennsylvania, I hope. I haven't really encountered this in other states, at least that I can remember, but Indiana has been kind of nice. There's a lot of just little side roads that generally they seem to be paved, that the northern tier takes you on, and they're just this narrow little road, but there's nobody generally on them, and so it makes it for really nice riding. You don't need to worry about somebody running over you, at least you don't need to worry about it as much. But yeah, just for example, I've been going I think about 10 miles, and it's all been primarily on roads like this. I think back there is Highway 57. I believe that's the main road that takes you into Chicago, which I don't think is all that many miles up the road. I'll have to double check that when I get to the hotel, but hopefully can keep making progress. So I was riding along and finally met another rider, which is always a great thing. And you're
surprising out here.
Yeah, it is.
You don't see anybody.
Yeah. And you've gone how many miles so far?
I'm about 1,400.
1,400. Yeah. Yeah. I came from Bath, Maine.
Yeah. Yep. And not all those miles have been going west either. There's been a lot, it feels like a lot of north and south. Right. In there, but
and you're heading to Oregon.
Heading home to Oregon. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. After my buddy's wedding in June, it's riding the bike home back to Bend, Oregon. So
that'll be great. How when do you expect you'll be there?
I'm thinking like the third week of August.
Yeah, nice.
I'm not pushing, like I'm not trying to go crazy out here, but
that's great.
Just kind of riding. And there's gonna be more stuff to see. There's nothing to see out here.
Yeah.
If I see one more soybean field,
right,
I think I might lose my mind. But yeah, I think there'll be a little more sights to see once you get further west.
That's definitely true. Well, thanks. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
That was fun to run into Rick. I hope that's what he said his name was. He's really pushing it hard. I think he's only taken a couple rest days since he started, and that'd be really hard. He was telling me that and he's done this before, and he's done the Great Divide too, so he's really experienced bike touring person. But he said that going through Vermont and Maine is the hardest part of the ride, so I've got that to look forward to said the hills are like 10% grade in places and just kind of go up and down and up and down. Hey! So I'm riding through Rensselear, and it's a nice town. I was able to eat at a Subway. That's my favorite place to eat. I feel like I get a good lunch, a good meal. It's about, the hotel I'm staying at is about 5 miles out of town. I think the major interstate, you can't stand the road, major interstate runs just to west of town here, and it's another one that goes up the Chicago area. But look at that deer right there. But yeah, today will be, I don't know, 72, 73 miles, something like that. That includes having to come up about 5 or 6 miles off the route to be able to get to this town. There's really nothing out where I rode today. In fact, I had to go for quite a long distance. It seemed like 30 or 40 miles maybe before I could find another store to get some water and stuff. So I was running pretty low. It was nice. But it's been a really good day today. I think I hope I feel like I fully recovered from getting that heat exhaustion that one day, which is nice. It gives me confidence, and it was a good day. I'll give you the full stats at the end of the video. Here are the Strava details for the day. Here's today's Strava map. Here's the overall progress in the northern tier.